July 13, no, July 30, 2015, Friday, 0219. You know, give me a while, I have this. For about the last 15 years, there was happening the reality of what this was doing to me permanently on stopping. Preventing me and making me like a gondola for diablos y diablos reventados de generada mierda Argentina, pretended to be the stars and making career based of making witchcraft to me and raping, murdering, and using me for them, fulfilling satisfaction and saying that they only will work because of they will be of the government, making career of a bruja reventada divina, and pretending I to carry with the paper which they are, and farma de generada mierda. Then in the middle of this, supposedly I will make the service for Untitled Chapter, and I will be embracing element for the whole they define, which they are, and pretending I to be what they are, and they be me. And calling it refrain and pagan, and saying that them faith and evangelics united, diablos degenerados, prostitutos, will ever come for the condition of they will make happen what they just got to be, that perros prostitutos, sodomitas y perras prostitutas gomorritas, considered of export bases, armed forces, ejército argentino, Kirchner, and Peronistas, and a whole civil shit of them will become in AMIA, and they will ever have rights because of who wants the monarchy anyway, who wants the royals, wait, let's be all the kings and queens of the heaven because of evangelic Scaden. And learning English and any other about making mind control and witchcraft, about the expression, about the way, and we're making certain, well, I'm going to say to you, be aware. For so long, which is not the first time, and I already were denouncing this, we're doing and we're coming. You know, PERRA degenerada, Policía Federal Argentina, CIDE, Gendarmería Nacional, and the rest keeps on playing the everything. This is what we say and what we knew for the cover rates and maybe the degeneration that they afford. It's the strategy called WILING, which is not Russian, not Ukrainian, not ZHES, and neither Romanian. The never clear of this happens the reality of hopeless and we came for so long suffering this all. And happening that made me gondola and core for diablos y diablas degenerados, Sodoma y Gomorrah, to serve themselves with perras evangelistas and diosnas at the head, with maricas ejército argentino, which are the whole of the responsibles and elements for this. And the cielos hijos de perra, that gives somebody the same thing to me and saying that they have rights to taking me for they to having careers. The bruja y brujo, tazos reventados abominados, that they serves only for abomination y degeneración, telling that is the worth of the country and the pride of raping, destroying, murdering, sacrificial, making all criminal, all the generation and staging and studying how to control and manipulate and making the worst of the sceneries for they to make it to me and to us. All through this just happens like naturally happens in country of Sodoma and Gomorrah, with a pardon of patience and innocence, which is a very brief number only. The rest are all the sickness, fever, Sodoma and Gomorrah shit that is clear in front of the world. Yeah, everyone and every degenerada face. So what the reality of this while and through just happened like I will not tell you about that I will, oh, if he wouldn't be, how possibly will say that? Don't you see? He's a psychopath and also pretends to brazenly making us chart the reality that he is and he does. Of course. But, how does he know? We figured the power away. Diablas de mierda hablan only false about what diablas de mierda are and will be like forever. So diablas de mierda pretends to describe cat like an element that they will possess with a phallus, with a vagina, with a bunch of degeneradas evangelistas and brujas tape cuarta, Kirchners and associated, for they are saying that they are going to resume and reduce God, El Chai, by profanation and the generation for profaning Regesh, and saying that they will be operating with that and using powers to try to submit El Chai and to me, Elia, and resuming and reducing us, for they to have the full control and how possibly God will know. So Sodom and Gomorrah always are the brainless in front of El Chai, but dangerously hell intelligence animal predators here, which I have shown every day and I'm still doing. With them United Evangelics which dance and sing class just like them all over. So what the reality of this, and to setting clear what factly is happening, and still turning to saying, evangelistas prostitutas de mierda, viciadas diablas, that I will be the guilty for anything, and I will do damages and evil, and why am I not detained, and why am I not internated, and why do I not pay? And I will confess by forging and making the techniques of perras, brujas, degeneradas, considered expertise, saying that them testimonial, them documental for whatever they to discover is enough without the person to have to conversing in front of a bench and being noticed the family and the whole communities, but the 6 years of Cristina Kirchner and Fiebrados perros degenerados to make the opportunism share. At less humanity. Entonces, then, brujas de cuarta, Sodoma y Gomorra, dos de cuarta, Policía Federal Argentina, Fuerzas Armadas, will take a person while sleeping or while through the day and making, and why the simple simultaneously, and the possessive degenerado, brujo de cuarta, marica reventada, sodomita, o gomorrita, perra sucia. Oh, but like I was saying about like any, oh, it's fucking. And that will be enough for Tribunales Kirchners, the real patriot, and UNASUR. And supposedly being noticed for what they've done, saying, if they are of God, they gotta know. And forges documents and says, oh, they were noticed. Go to take them, and nobody knew, and is a prey. Then kill them and take everything which they says they own. So in the middle of this reality happens the blessed of Sechmat Second Gidisofti Banisan. And we're making a very ambush to the whole of the world. Like permanently we're doing, because so far, Sodoma y Gomorra y las 666, degeneradas tapiablas de la maldita ta primera, la bestia, which ain't not me, diablo enferma evangelista, which you are the creator and the teacher of this. Perras prostitutas de Guillermo Brain, Osvaldo Carníbal, Mar Cabrera, Juan Crudo, Carlos Anacondia. You switch out, you adapt, you destroy, you heal, and you keep the purpose that you are for. Diablas de mierda, ciudades de Sodoma y Gomorra. So the reality is, conversing in front of that, only you can know about God because of, where is the power and the authority? You are dead because I am authority of El Chai. And forever. Diablas de mierda. And the reality and the clear fact of this is exactly, you are not of God. The reason why you serve hell, and for hell purpose, you are only Evangelistas Unidos. And I am not burying myself in hell because of your no authority. And being I, Aliyah, I am not a puppet of you. Pretender of stars of the Lord because of you feel power. I am the one that put you in the hell forever, and that's where you are going to belong and remain ever. So So what the reality of this is supposed to be delivering all the time for other Tatecuarta, centering the whole that they need as infrastructure for the we are doing this and we are doing Suez. Mierda degenerada acá, tazo degenerados del ejército argentino, which are all around making the shit of the put the power in the so in the middle of this clear happened too much other. And it's exactly what I know. I denounced severe years ago what this we're doing, and for about 18 years we're trying to do this to us. I denounced and I've shown and given evidences and lists of numbers and names of the whole Jewish in the sur, and especially Argentina. My mother in the middle, and I at the last. Y ejército argentino, armada argentina, trolazos degenerados, premeditating, to making suicide, styling Sodoma and Gomorrah, which they were fighting and working every day for, and they were putting them in a hell death for. And this is not a joke. Neither delusional. Sabes, trola, solo ese primero lo hicimos nosotros. Parra sucia delirante. Then the clear fact of this, while and through these terra sucias delirantes, which does the same and are part of the same and we're compounding and still does and turns to brazen shit, trying to, terras evangélicas, switching out, oh, because that is what we say, brujos degenerados, making the switch out realities to saying and benefiting, like diablo degenerados are, pretending the lie to be a truth and the truth to be a lie, I to be demon, and demon to be Aliyah, which is what they search for and have to permanently, which is not going to happen. I am Aliyah, Aliyah, Kadosh, Minerva, of El Chai forever, and Diablos de mierda, Diablos de mierda, Sodoma y Gomorra, Diablos evangélicos and Kirchners are going to hell. And it's what's going to happen, just I said, like Shala. So what the reality of this happened at PIKIL'HA, PLEFE-HAM, PLEFE-SICHIM, PLEFE-SASTIMA. I pretended all the time PLEFE-MASAHIM. So for about 11 years we're like PLEFE-HAM, PLEFE-RISOTES, MASAHIM. For about 8 years, PLEFE-MI, PLEFE-SPECHMA, PLEFE-RISPOT, MASAHIM. For about 6 years, PLEFE-HAM, PLEFE-HALCHIDISMO, PLEFE. At the last Gerber Lechticham of Letters of the Sestachim, that was Sestachim, for about 15 years. Gerchalki Rebechlacham. At the 12th, Betnikram of Lechmasim. At the 9th, Lechmasim. 8th, Lechmasim. To the 7th, Lechmasim. At the 5th, Lechmasim. The last 3 years, making the clever the last 2, and this, the last, the full and the last 3 months, staging the coverage and the full strategizing for there to work to them, but making witchcraft and profanation to me, and making the staging that they will be the right ones to think that that will happen about what they says and commands, delivering Diablo de mierda, and using me like a gondola of PERRA, saying that they do career and learning everything in English about my person, or all languages or whatever to spoken, and talking intelligent. The diablas maricas y parras de puertas, Sodoma y Gomorrah, saying that they are the ones, and I will be mindful from them, and learning about being that degenerada bruja de puerta, profaning and destroying national security techniques, and oh, it's a wonder, it's a marvelous thing like they do, but don't you see? Y los quiero muertos a todos, y los voy a poner muertos a todos, no quiero uno vivo. And for you to understand, if there's necessary, I to take my own responsibility and making a special shemat, and putting the goddamn rock in ashes, I'm going to do it. Megalomaniac. You know me, that's the reason why you organize the whole world to try to destroy the people that from Buenos Aires with, how was it knows? Did you take that summit away? puta. Sort of the word. So, suddenly at the reality of this, Gerhal Bedlovas Monfani, forgive me please for the term. Amplacity Homobladis Tesla had a sublet and there is this Embassy of Israel and AMIA case, and also Casatia, and also DICTA, and also AMI, Venezuela, and also AMIA, Mexico, that nobody speaks of. Finland. So suddenly in the middle of this enclave, AMHA, Brazil, which is the Jewish community's seat for civil, like a civil register, which ain't not a civil register, but works like a consulate and consul for Jewish communities in Brazil. And ain't not AMHA, which is the certain call about the Association of Medicine Professionals. No, it is not. Not in Brazil. And most of all, has other denominations. But, alright, in the middle of this all just happened naturally, like where I were announcing so long ago, Ejército Argentino, Armada Argentina, Menemismo, Peronismo, Kirchnerismo, always involved. Prefectura Naval Argentina, Policía Bonaerense, Policía Federal Argentina and CIDE made on the attemptings with GRAN, Iran, which is HABER in Argentina, using Jewish for staging and making the screen. And there were, at the Casatia Carrefour Company, Buenos Aires, and Coto Company, Buenos Aires, involved for the destruction of the tiendas Israelis Argentina. And all classified Jewish business were always Peronismo, Policía Federal Argentina, CIDE, Ejército Argentino, Armada Argentina, and officialism behind, making the possibility to murder and exterminate and robbing, which naturally are for Diablas, Benskovi, cradle of Nazi, and cradle of Al-Basi, SODOM-GAMARRH, abominables degenerados, with the partner of victims. And the sickness shed, United Evangelic Soldiers behind, killing the Matrix. How did it happen for the name of the Jesus of our faith? How did it happen? Like any PERRA degenerado en silo por joder, which naturally happens all around. Especially while needs to... Oh, because of bringing all of this to the Encatka to giving explanations to us while this black man half hanging, this is doing what he's doing, while the evangelics weren't shown. Sodom-GAMARRH, trolas. Por supuesto, PERRAs, enfermedad degenerada. So at the reality of this, in Clerham of Lesefechla, Halikim of Lesfim, Gertalik Hedebechla, Hilisopla, Esmotlakim, Rachaledesbachla, and Shechatibati. And of a clear fact, through this all, naturally. Always we're doing, like I said, and every time, as I said, went all behind training for the, the liars. We are going to show that we are superior and we are just great. Call to train them and make them know how to do it and how to show up and how to make the people be quiet and just find and understanding that we are the trust and he is a liar. And ain't nothing like he says ever happened and kill anyone to be possibly necessarily so we for word and everything is okay for the who wants us to know and be aware about this is true. So we're permanently training my expressions and every Jew and every victim and everyone as selected and target making for can heal and families and communities to manipulate it around and training like ships of hell are Sodom-GAMARRH and Kirchner and United Evangelics same, and making the spell of the witch shed, then career and rape and murder, then life and salvation. Pedazo de degenerado del infierno. In the clear fact of making the clever Hatima Hanim. Sorry, sorry, I'm going to show you. Bye-bye. Done. Bye. Gerhol الكيرم بلاد فخلخ، هذا كير فخلخ أنام بألات تبصت لنا فخخام. So in the middle of this sickness, Diablos, hijo de perra, training shit about profaning me and saying them careers. Maricas, hijos de una gran maldita degenerada del infierno, sodomita. As the reality of the soul, ejército de trolos argentinos y trolazos Policía Federal Argentina saying, don't you like it? I'm going to do it worse, because it's like a man and you got to learn. And I'm going to put you that for worse, because of you got to learn your shit and that's the way you end. With your bunch of maricas y tapeguarda, perro sucio. So the reality of this, in Clevermot Leharibach, Matlevefech Leharibos Sakdivan Samatan, Ratach. In Leptik Hamat Levechal Lechtachalitis Motatot Lechtachimiba, and Lechibot Lechmatzin, Batlevesin Hanama, and Leptik Hamat Lechachal Hanam, sorry the words, and forget the violence, please. Just happened like naturally, and I said clear they would. Oh, don't you say that, please. Let's try to work and let's see how it happens. And just like I said, brainless is in front of the El Jai, but dangerous diablas de mierda in front of humanity. And too dangerous for never underestimate. In no time. So suddenly started to train and invention of expertises, maricas degenerados, intelligent maricas degenerados, and Kirchner's maricas y pedófilos y prosti degenerados. With dinero evangelics perras prostitutas degeneradas. How to making the genocide of my nation and my people and seeing that they have rights to take what is ours and even our lives. And said permanently that I will be the responsible and the one that produced the AMIA's attempting and also in the city of Israel. And said permanently, oh, I'm sorry, we mistaken, but we will research, don't you worry, coming to Jerusalem permanently for about 20 years, saying that I were the responsible and they were finding each time new evidence that they were no mistaking. And now turned to making up that AMIA were involved in the attempting to killing themselves. And pretending that maricas y perras that were put in the synthesized that I already presented, that everyone's faces and everyone's realities and genomas, and data files, pretending to best like Jews, saying they are the AMIA, not the people that they disappear, rapes, murders, and genocides and familicides all around whenever they have a chance, or the ones that I just put out as best as possible, taking them away. Will killing the evidence and the full supporting to the government of the Argentina for they to finally discover what happened. Warning, 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 alert, there is an imputed for the AMIA case. Warning, warning. Full shit is what they are. And the way they die is full shit. Yes. So what the reality of this were this all time saying, oh, we had a research because of we are a state of right, and you're not going to say to us what we have done. And the one that said, like we said, the one that crocky puts the eggy. Is that the term for the thing that I am? And I make him in control. Abres matlechim iglatesech lechal lechti matlevesech al cheverklichim matleveschot manam red lakir avevechalevasmot matlevesech. So in the middle of this reality, chelach matlechachal kibos plekim matlevesachlikim echlakinam timam. And the reality of this all happened like naturally. You know. And started to make the black of the tzich of the spot masech halikim, suppressing and destroying and murdering, and the obsessed saying the word, bitches, trolas y trolos degenerados, Policía Federal Argentina, Fuerzas Armadas, our partners, it's the government's patriot, don't you dare, he gets it because of we know, blame the hero bitch, degenerada mierda viciada, perras reducidas, mierdita enfermita, like in Evangelics, that it had to be me, because if I were tenants in the government and making too much tenement, and so much is all about, and I would be using TU'AH'Z. So suddenly in the middle of this all, and started to disappearing and murdering each other. And making up the staging of I will send them and saying, oh, he said Kaldi, he said Rami, oh, there we are. And I were putting them dead because of I never sent Marica to Sodom and PERRA to GAMARRH to making worse, while I were sending the responsibles and people to helping while we're having what happened. And I am not going to hear what they give and doing what they do. Double faith, triple intention, closed doors and in front of, I'm sorry you love me, you love me. And while closest doors are the chips ever in the hell that you never imagine will be. And it's exactly this. You know? So the clear fact of this whole situation and realities comes naturally. Galhalkin replecha simopler revetecha zadoshpat mapletecha halikin inflam mapletecha halikin spontanesnatsiva. And leki revetecha hativospopletis maplachtish patan klachanak. And suddenly it happens like naturally. It is. Determinated Cristina Fernandez de Kirchner, Néstor Kirchner, officialism and saying that they are the ones that commence and carry what they says, and to nobody care to talk in bed about the government and that family of perras y degenerados y criminales y psicópatas y diablos, to murdering and destroying anyone around and associated with these things that they help me and I will offend them. And they will be making the research about my person, and the research they do is the training Sodoma y Gomorrah techniques for the teller marica y perra sucia, making up a class of a whole around for the staging and suppressing and murdering and disappearing and organizing how to make the view and the picture and the puzzle for everybody to accept that they can answer nobody else, for them making the reality that they just got to be by corrupting, destroying, suppressing, murdering, raping, staging, forcing, and organizing perros hijos de una gran puta to say whatever for something stuff, one coin, a power of puta, pretender of government, position, for them making whatever the shit they just got to be done, and shares. So suddenly in the middle of this all, and discover the words again, please forgive me, ask you, and I'm sorry greatly. Just to coming through the clear Hababas Maplach, Bisefali, Bisboma, Pletachal, Habesplachinahin, and saying, AMIA murdered AMIA. And Israel used this, and to me, and to AMIA, to staging and taking money away from the state of Argentina, and to stealing everything and saying that they will be what supposedly we will be, and we will do what they are doing, and which they done and are. Trigger shit. With verbas evangelista permanently. Which, and oh, do you believe that? Lord, forgive me! And the Lord of them is, should I say the word? Happy fire Sodoma works inside to making them feel the satisfaction of, I touched the skies! Because if I ain't no other, and I am nothing like this, and neither my people will destroys my people with Tate Cuarta dogs. You never evangelics. Playing the, I kill an Dios, me the Lord will put you, bruja de mierda, basta marica. So in the middle of this reality, Krema Blefefecha, Haleka, Matlechi, Vitloves Patini, Rela Blechma, Pleves Sifri, Sopleves Patlicatica, and Shekhalki, Rababechma, and Sevoplesma Siva, and the Com. And in the middle of this all, telling that I needed the money of Guillermo Frame not to buy this apartment, which I will done. Oh, he confused us. Don't you worry, we have the truth now. To making the AMIAs attempting. So if AMIA killed AMIA, what is about the money of mine, so I make the attempting. Oh, they had us like innocent, and State of Israel as well. So they will wash them hands and take money from the state, and also the whole they robbed us, which is exactly brujas de mierda del infierno, Sodoma y Gomorrah, making profanation to my person, knowing I am Elia. So in the middle of this reality, every day and still this, isolating me and my family and all around, not letting no one to know. They don't have to know because of the organizing scale over less humanity market of that the Cuarta is all together organized. And training my expressions, my English speaking, my Hebrew speaking, my Yiddish speaking, my Esperanto speaking, my Arameo speaking, my Russian speaking, my Italian speaking, my French speaking, my Incal speaking, my Spanish speaking, my poetry, my arts, my lyrics, my singing, my anything, thought, feeling, ways, action, activity, ways I forward, ways I do. Jewish communities, people to make the staging and manipulating here and in all of the world, because of that's in the whole of the states, all over. And how everybody are doing with me and I with them, interacting, forwarding to put them in the hell, saying that they are gonna making to me. Ejército Argentino, Servicio de Inteligencia del Estado Argentino, Policía Federal Argentina, Gendarmería Nacional, Prefectura Naval Argentina, Kirchner, Zona Sur. And putting me locally like a whack one, and putitos de cuarta acá, y de la bragueta de los puntos degenerados estos, all over, la que lo buscan de degenerado, todavía no lo secuestraron, ¿por qué no lo meten preso? ¿Por qué no paga? And delivering that I stolen a bunch of putas, considered sons of God. Well, they've done themselves, like this all. And I'm sorry the words again. So, in the middle of this reality, it keeps on making the less humanity market. In the middle of this whole, the clear reality that organized with UNASUR all, Ejército Argentino, Armada Argentina, Evangelistas Unidos, Policía Federal Argentina, Servicio de Inteligencia del Estado, Policía Metropolitana, Prefectura Naval Argentina, Gendarmería Nacional, Policía Bonaerense, Policías Provinciales, a whole sick fever Sodoma y Gomorrah staging market, where all Jews shall disappear for it to be done what they said to be done, and saying that we, with the state of Israel, have done this to la maldita puta Cristina Kirchner y su puta patria de degenerados criminales, with the burden of victims and innocents. So in the middle of this all, the reality is, we will ever staging AMIA's attempting, and I will be the actor. And I will use the money of frame, but AMIA killed itself, supposedly. And I will say myself, pretending this to be the truth, and I will be the denial side of that. Los putazos de guarda. Psicópatas putos del infierno. With them CMF, with them PJN, and a whole shit just like that. So with the reality of the soul, all the expertise is shown and said, how possibly? The clear fact of this in my terms all through the violence and some other, but we didn't handle. Sorry. Absolutely, while and through this happens like naturally. States the whole black and all yesterday making up and studying because of they knew we were aware and worldwide. How to covering in this work to them and keep on making the same. So the whole of the rape and murder Jews will be because of this. They will pay for what they've done to the patriot. And we will rub like I will ever doing with a dental case over supposedly I will ever be negligent myself about my health and blaming the poor professionals, Sandra Cerulo, Ana Maria Pepi, and also the Procuraduría Argentina, Fiscalía Correccional, en lo correccional y criminal número 1, Tribunales Argentina, and Fasciuto, hijo de puta, considered of judge, and Sole, secretaria, puta hija de puta, considered of Justicia Nacional. So making up a date and arrange with this, Ana Maria Pepi, Cerulo, and Sancor Seguros, Melano Paz, that I will be the responsible of this all with some profit around, and Graciela Susana Ruiz is supposed to trust about my brother-in-law that I will come for she defends me, to setting me only to come to the whole of the information I will seek and trying to find out some way, someone which the fraternity of putas Argentinas no want to step up the mantle one each other because of they don't want to, oh, how will you do that to a colleague? Funding, cut this massive criminals coverage of shit, one and another are the same class. And I'm sorry for Amegin and others. Which the reality to, oh, this paper is not enough. When the paper were enough and had putting the witness in front of the bench and saying the witness to give the testimony. And PERRA, psicopata, mercader, set me for I to carry whatever to carry and ain't not to. Graciela Susana Ruiz. No. So the reality of this Sinclair not left is six at this bottom line. Elkinahani. And I will be producing and manipulating the system. Too smart, we got to watch him. And Cuerpo Médico Forense saying, oh, that you put, how is the element that told me. You cover, you make the that's all, nothing happened. And telling that ain't nothing and we're nothing, like always were Cuerpo Médico Forense, un puñado de putas con el perdón de algunos, para hacer negocios sobre la vida ajena. And it's exactly what they did, Gates. So in the middle of this, in I will manipulate the system, and I will staging for the committing medical personnel instituted with license for practice, being negligent and pretending to blame them and taking profit from it. And that's the same, of course. Viciada, reducida, sodomita, marica. Fuerzas Armadas Argentinas, and years now. Gagleg harreg jachmi tables fast matzechel ibis bottom of plastic astin. Then all through this and clear kabak lech machal chanakim, double response. They present this. I to do, Israel to done, AMIA to done, Jewish communities done, and covering the whole of the Jewish side. Maldita perra sucia, Cristina Fernández de Kirchner, oficialism, and maricas, ejército argentino, UNASUR, and perros que general ustedes, están saying, we have state, nobody's going to touch us, everything is okay, we can do it, we can handle, we have help of the friends of the world. And trying to covering the whole degenerations they've done with la figura del arrepentido. I see my arrepiento, perdoname, and goes, keep on serving the patriot. They want a blowjob? Justicia Argentina. Presidencia Argentina. And it's exactly this picture, is what they do. Garhalkin, Rebebek, Lahamatin, go to serve the patriot, rape and murder, and take the percent and give them the profit. And pretend to staging Republic in Plapespot, Lahima, Plaki, Ramatik, Haba, Pleswatema, Plastic, Hamatsi, Replotechahim. Oh, we have the power. He's not moving from here. Take the spirit, take the mind, take the feeling, take the whole, count it all, take it all, take it out, watch it all, make whatever to be making that you know how to do, and it's for one thing we have the world. And they stone to us because of they say we say we command. Gelkamotlefe, Halingomtlefe, Spodimotlefe, Hibaplesimotlefe, Hadikatha, Helgibespotini, Relativ, Repoplefakma, Sikatle, Sikishkopte, Matsim, Ridaka, Grima, Amba, Libos, Betlika, Besforten, Kir, Redakashkina, Kamangri, Elixer, Beinkrevet, Pofa, Siboplesimotlefe, Skatlan, Hiarena, and Matsito, Boblesana. Gelhalgi, Repoplefak, Homoplefe, Spotlefe, Matsim. Over the whole of Sumathlachim and 89,684,209 forgeries, 804,209,408 UNASUR all over, liars, cycles, sons of bitches of the son of a bitch first, Christina Kirchner and Maximo Kirchner and Aníbal Fernández organizing this, and the breaking son of a pedophilic chef showing up in front of the screens again, playing that, oh, I am the patriotic, I am the for the negative, oh my god, who is this? Has it ever been homosexual? No, puto. Ele ya te había para muerta. Sorry the word. Perdón, pata. I'm sorry the name. Republic, Motlef, Halakim, Blef, Sefla, Habas, Plakinin, Kabla, Sefal, Vadia, the Smakla, Sanklagin. We did it, don't you worry. So you had to suiciding. Where's your plan? 21,604 million Jews in the whole of the world for the AMIA case to doing to me. I will be the cycle attempting of AMIA, Argentina. That is your plan, reduced marica de SODOMA. That is my kill plan. Perra, sucia, Kirchner, no tenés vergüenza. Sos una descarada hija de puta y vas a morir. Repoplef, Maplef, Jalde, Sejal, tu invento te lo metes en la vaginita y se te pudricen eso por todos los siglos. Y con cada marisca de Sodoma a quien te los enfiestaste bien. Perra. HTTPS www.ODR&CDMC middle. Defensa de la Nación Argentina, Secretaría de Justicia, Defensa, Secretaría de Defensa, Ministerio de Seguridad, Policía Federal Argentina, expertos, Servicio de Inteligencia del Estado, expertos, expertos de Gendarmería Nacional, expertos de Inteligencia y Estrategia Militar Argentina, artilleros, expertos, Fuerzas Armadas. Middle, UNASUR, middle, ODRMC, middle, casos de terrorismo en contra de la Argentina, terrorismo AMIA, terrorismo judío, terrorismo caso AMIA, terrorismo Alejandro Mario Blanco, guión, Redení, guión, ODRMCCL5, command, middle, and the XOF4XTRMCBMC 13184443490585899616864349 212328289993946168 middle 4 middle IDX middle Kirchner, gloria del mundo, poder para la gloria de los hombres que nos adoren y nos amen. La CDR 4143 middle C BMTDM CCAM CO4 command middle B DXICBRM CDM BO4 middle BXI team Actam command F5 middle ODRMC middle, porque va a entender que nuestro elixir de la BDX 4143 middle y la middle CDMC 4148 middle es la vida de todo aquel que entiende que nos esforzamos por el bien de la humanidad. Middle, en mi mala hija, middle, atrofia de mierda del infierno, middle, perdón, middle, my French, middle, ODRMCBMC 4143, DMIDX F4443, middle, terrorismo pagano, profano, Sodoma y Gomorra argentino, UNASUR, la realidad de todos los tiempos, dice el verdadero Alejandro Mario Blanco Redení, middle, ORMCBMC DX04, middle, cis middle, MDR 5588888813, point parenthesis, and recall F4, F9, and F6 may work. the last call tools, and forgive me again the terms, I am not pleased on this, and are not proud in no way, or pride, sorry. The sin I'm knowing is proud ain't impossible to be. So, Plerebatlef Mahalgivis, Hablevis, Moptivispa, Moplefefa, Halgivisam, Riaplefes, Sopleves, Moplefi, Shakli, Habatim. We got to watch this too bright. It's going to find out everything we do, and we know which we were, and just burned for. I were the one that manipulated the system. One person, one other person going to the tribunales, library shop, because of its market, PERRA de Guarda, to find out material, coming to her through this Brown, to making a consultory for a perito expertise, for tell me what is the angle key and how does it work, for also coming to perito to contaminate my mouth after you spoke and making the treat profit pen, Fiori. And I manipulated the system over telling the truth and seeking for elements that are damn disgusting terra sucia to having the shell, and I'm not going to be pure there. Instead, distancing and being honorable like most here is a market of bitches, pretender of I'm formulating a PU'AH'Z, but MISPROPER is the president, for Christ's sake. Perra mierda, van a terminar en la muerte que cada uno se tiene asegurada. Sehlà. Forgive me for the terms. I manipulated the system. That's the way. Thank you, and I'm sorry.